In the early 1970s, an ambitious project began on the Kola Peninsula, aiming to drill the deepest borehole in human history. It was a quest for scientific breakthrough that would showcase the Soviet Union's superiority in the global race for dominance. Scientists hoped to uncover the Earth's deepest secrets and discover untapped resources. No one could have foreseen that this endeavor would turn into a catastrophe that changed humanity's fate. At a depth of over 12 kilometers, the drilling suddenly stopped. Strange noises began emanating from the borehole, a moaning hum reminiscent of screams. Despite the eerie sounds and their inexplicable nature, the work continued. The project was too important to be abandoned, and fear was suppressed by the pursuit of success. The fateful day came when the drilling rig broke through a barrier hiding something terrible. From the Earth's depths emerged demonic creatures, grotesque, distorted beings whose existence defied all scientific understanding. They brought death and destruction, annihilating everything in their path. Initially, scientists tried to understand the nature of these entities, but every experiment ended in tragedy. The demons not only resisted study, but also incited panic in anyone who encountered them. The once proud Kola base, a symbol of progress, became a stage for chaos. The creatures destroyed equipment, killed people, and obliterated everything around them. Rumors began to spread among the scientists and engineers about a darker purpose behind the disaster. Certain KGB operatives had been conducting experiments with occult symbols in secret laboratories. Their goal was to harness the power of the demons, turning them into a weapon for geopolitical dominance. The plan was to use these beings as a tool to ensure Soviet victory in the Cold War, but something went horribly wrong. Instead of controlling the demons, the KGB unleashed them upon the world. They were uncontrollable. The military, dispatched to neutralize the threat, faced complete annihilation. With each passing day, the demons claimed more territory, and no weapon or technology could halt their destructive advance. Panic spread beyond the region, reaching the highest levels of government. The scientists remaining at the base were cut off from the outside world. The drilling rig, emitting a constant low hum, became the epicenter of a growing nightmare. Some believed the borehole had opened a gateway to hell that should never have been disturbed. The Soviet army, renowned for its legendary discipline and strength, was urgently mobilized to combat the demons that had emerged from the depths of the Kola borehole. Tank divisions equipped with T-72s, artillery units, and Mi-24 helicopters specially adapted for extreme combat conditions were dispatched to the site. Soldiers, hardened by rigorous training, were ordered to stop these creatures at any cost. On the front lines, thousands of troops armed with grenade launchers, flamethrowers, and machine guns stood ready. However, despite their impressive arsenal, the attacks proved horrifyingly ineffective against the creatures. Tanks were torn apart as if made of paper, crushed by the inhuman strength of the demons, while artillery barrages seemed only to enrage them further. The bravest soldiers attempted close combat, but each time it ended in the annihilation of entire units. Despite their desperate efforts, it became clear to the military that their weapons were powerless against this ancient primordial force. Survivors hid in despair, watching as the creatures turned their world into ruins. Rumors about the events began to spread across the world, causing horror. People feared that the demons wouldn't stop at the Kola Peninsula and would continue to destroy everything in their path, leaving only chaos and destruction behind. Survivors hid in abandoned buildings and underground shelters, trying to avoid encounters with the demons. Every day they hoped the nightmare would end, but the creatures kept hunting them, offering no respite. They sensed the fear of humans like predators and mercilessly wiped out anyone who crossed their path. In such conditions, where every step could be their last, people lost faith in salvation. The demons left them no safe corners or chances to survive. And so, it all ended. The demonic creatures took over the land. It became a wasteland where human voices were silenced forever. Only ruins and eerie silence remained as a reminder of what human arrogance could unleash.